Hello, hello. Welcome back to part 3 of 4, Challenging Baron. I am Novaria, and this is Shatter Our Souls. Now, suppose I need to talk a little bit on what made Shatter Our Souls for me. See, I have a lot of individuals that I have spent time with over the years. And ultimately, throughout the years, I've developed a habit of trying to do the absurd or the obscene. Now, while Jeannie would say that part of my absurd and obscene ideas usually result in ridiculous video game grinds, in this case, it's going to result in video game challenges, trying to push the game to its limits and trying to push me to the limits of that. Now, this isn't to say that these are impossible, and in fact, a lot of them are impossible. A lot of them are not feasible to do it in any way, shape, or form because of how the game is programmed and set up. And I am aware of this. But acknowledging what is and is not possible without first acknowledging that I'm trying to do something out of the ordinary is kind of the point. There are very few people who would attempt to beat this game with their starter vehicle. And while this is not technically Mar's first vehicle, it's still the vehicle that I've been using for the entire game. So, I'd like to rattle off a couple of names here. First person I want to acknowledge is the person who helped me name this channel, Jeannie. Now, Jeannie and I have been close for decades at this point. And the pair of us have very much gotten into some ridiculous things. And so, knowing that, I feel like it would be a disservice to ignore what Jeannie has done to lead us to this point. The second person I would love to make a shout out to is Backdraft. Now, you've probably heard Backdraft a few times by now, assuming you've watched all of my videos. But of the 5 series that I have on this channel at the moment, 3 of them I had gotten into or had direct access to because of Backdraft. Ironically, this series is the only one that does not have any direct connection to either of them. And I'd like to thank those in my life who are a little bit closer to home, shall we say, for their support both in terms of teaching me bits and pieces of how to edit these videos, but for being there and just being part of this in some capacity to help out. And giving me a pat on the back every now and again just for doing this, for continuing to try. It does add a lot of motivation for me. Now, while I don't know if this channel will ever get big, I mean, at this point in time, we have over 60 videos on the channel, which is kind of hard for me to wrap my head around. Anyways, I have one other kind of pseudo announcement in that Kallective Design has offered to partner with me and give the channel a boost, but wants to see a little bit more growth before we get there. So, upon reaching 100 subscriptions to the channel, we will receive a banner and profile picture courtesy of Kallective Design as a, I suppose, shall we call it a stretch goal. So, if you would like to see the channel grow, feel free to share the channel with your friends or anyone that you think might be interested in this, in the channel, or making their own suggestions for future series on the channel. I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to have some additional feedback or some new challenges to go for. And with that, that is the end of the housekeeping. Now, as I specified last time, today we're going to be tackling the last of the races for Baron. Because I'm going to continue to try to complete the game as long as I can complete the game. With the exceptions of the pursuit milestones. Oh joy. This might be a little bit too close for comfort. Really, I can drive through that building. I never knew. Darn Volkswagen keeps... Darn Volkswagen keeps getting in my way. Alright, so we have officially leaned forward because we are taking this a tad bit more seriously. Not sure who was faster, the racer or the car he slammed into. Huh. Interesting. So there's more than one VW in this race. Because I thought that Sammy was also a VW. No, no boost for you. There is one car that isn't a VW. Perfect. And that one happens to be Sammy. Perfect. What's the oddball in this track? It's another VW, but purple. Alright, we might have just won the track by pure dumb luck. Awesome. Now, due to the last couple of videos being a little bit on the longer side, today is going to be a little bit on the shorter side, just to give you guys a bit of a break. But we're going to be adding a part 4 to Challenging Baron, because I had some really bad luck with the circuit races, which I hope is not an omen of things to come. Watson here is driving an RX-7. Beautiful high top speed, high acceleration vehicle. It is notable for being one of, if not the best vehicles in a large majority of the early franchise, or early parts of the franchise, such as Need for Speed Underground. Alright, we're going straight through the water tower. Alright, that caused them a little bit more of a wider turn, which is exactly what I'm aiming for. Every little bit to slow them down helps. There we go. Half the race is done. Been making a lot of silly mistakes, which is causing them to catch up to me. I didn't even see him. Oh, 2 RX-7s. And Snowman is the only one in a yellow car. That's not a very nice thing to note. Oh, Toyota Supra, I think. I think that was a Supra. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this. Unless this is only the 70. Oh. Only 70% done the track. I might have a hope after all. Perfect. Okay, so we've caught up to Inez. Yes. Yes, we have gone airborne. I did transfer in from the Air Force. Not actually. To anybody saying I'm trying to impersonate somebody else, no, I did not transfer in from the Air Force. I'm just making a bad joke. Woohoo! And just like that, we've caught up to everybody. Although it would have been nice to not have been pushed sideways by Snowman there. At this point, there is no hope of beating this. I am trying not to lose these races, I promise. But at this point, we have hit 4 races that I've lost in some capacity or another in Baron's tier. So it's definitely up in the ante here. Yeah, they definitely pegged that on properly. Dangerous drivers. I'm only going 170 miles an hour in the middle of a city. And driving through objects that would, under normal circumstances, destroy a vehicle. And the entire road surrounding it. No big deal. Awesome, nice and slow. What in the world? There is a statue of an individual riding a rocket. A little pink lighthouse on the hill. Some of those little details that I've never noticed before. Oy vey. I think I need to look up from the road every now and again and take in the scenery. I'm impressed. The back end of his vehicle isn't completely crushed. Alright, Snowman with the, what was it? It was Vic's car, the Toyota Supra, is right behind us. Watson and Inez are 500 and 1,000 feet behind, which isn't all that bad, or isn't all that far behind, considering what it could be. But it is definitely a notable distance. Snowman's taken the lead and has no police after him. Oh, hello. That was Watson. I need him to make a mistake, or I'm resetting the race again. Joy. Yep. What's that? 5 or 6 now? 6 losses. 2 of which to this exact track. The issue that I'm having, in part, has to do with the fact that every single vehicle that I'm facing off against has higher top, or has better high end than I do. And so, once I start to fall behind, they fly ahead. Okay, got a little bit of distance again. Okay, first of all, I don't like the fact that I'm being singled out here. I am not the only individual racing. I just happen to be in first. Oh, awesome. Here we are, halfway mark, and the police are back. Come on. Nope, southbound. Southbound. I don't think they believe me. I am trying my best not to destroy your city. Please have the care to do the same. Oh, cool. They turned everybody around. That bought me a lot of space. Oh, I hit it. I hit the light post. And not just the side of it either, I hit the top. Well then. Nice to know what we're capable of. Alright, best luck so far. Not much of the race left. We can keep going. Unfortunately, I am also going to have to get away from the police, which isn't really going to be all that difficult. But, there we go. Hey, first of all, that was insanely lucky. Second of all, under normal circumstances, that particular maneuver would probably have ended me. And him. Wow, these guys are not good at their jobs. Anyways, if you like what you see, are curious how this is going to finish off, drop a like, leave a subscribe, and we will continue this challenge next time. Until then, have a good one.